I'm hyped for it. I don't want to delay. I've been talking too much off the top. So, Jared, why don't you tell us what we're doing for our top three?
Ooh, this top three was so exciting. It's our
So
top
exciting.
three sidekicks in fiction. We asked Alquan in the group chat what he wanted, and he responded so quickly, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Immediately, like
Uh,
concerningly.
Yeah, sidekicks don't get enough love, so I was like, this is
This
the
is
time.
true.
yeah. I appreciate it because a lot of the times the guests are like, "Whenever you guys want," and I'm like. And I'm like, I don't know. What do you want to do for a top three? Just do pick a top three.
Yeah, I
Um,
like taking control, so don't worry about that on my part at least. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Nice. But yeah, I thought I had mine down pretty quickly, but then I was like, no, wait, this character is like less of a sidekick and more of like a buddy or a partner. And this character, and so I got really picky with it, and I've literally been working on it since we like taking people out and putting people back in. But I'm pretty confident about my list this morning. So I'll kick it off with my number three.
Oh, okay.
My number three is Zeus Carver from Die Hard with a Vengeance. This is my favorite sequel in the Die Hard franchise. No disrespect to the second or the fourth, which are okay, and the fifth, which we do not speak of. But the third movie, I think, is way better because no disrespect to Reginald Val Johnson, but Samuel L. Jackson gives one of my favorite performance of his in this film. It's actually the one that kind of got him his first like big box office success. And I think who's a better sidekick for John McClane than a guy who hates cops? Like
Yeah.
it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And I love their chemistry. I love the love hate relationship that blossoms out of it. And he's always like his usual angry self, which I love.
You love the consistency.
Yes, exactly.
Hell yeah.
All right. Number three, Zeus Carver.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Is it my turn?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My number three, this one, before I get to like my two big ones that I really like, my number three is R2D2. That's just more like a fun one. He doesn't talk a lot like C3PO. I hate that. R2D2 is
Some would
like,
say not at all.
yeah. R2D2, he's just like, where are we going? This is where we're going. You got it. I mean, and he survived all Star Wars movies, so you got to give a shout out to that. Got to give a shout out to that. And he's the only one who knew where Luke was. Kind of asked that he didn't tell anyone. Kind of might have to dock a point on that one, but sidekick wise, still pretty good.
That's why he's number three.
That's why
that's why he's number three. That's why he's not one of
he would have been my number four.
Well, yeah, RTD2 definitely got to be my number three.
Nice, very nice.
I'm dipping back into TV shows for my number three. I'm always a little degenerate who does that. Even though I feel like I've seen no TV shows compared to most people, I just keep picking the same ones.
You've seen two TV shows.
Yeah,
and both of them are Pokemon related.
And I'm about to talk about both of them today. No Pokemon on this one, and no Pokemon, and no genie from Aladdin.
Hey,
so
nice.
look at me expanding.
Hey, there you go.
But what I do have, this being probably who I would want on my side the most out of my list. I think he's the most badass sidekick there is. And that is Sir Bronn of the Blackwater, Lord of Highgarden, Lord of the Paramount of the Reach, Master of Coin, and founder of his house. Fucking badass through and through. One of my favorite characters on Game of Thrones. So he deserves this.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. One of my favorite highlights of the whole series is his like Saving Private Ryan moment where he's like it's great. It's great.
What a man.
Yeah. My number two is it's not a huge curveball, but it's one that I didn't even think about until like a week ago. And it's Nick Frost's character in the movie The World's End. His name is Andy Knightley. What I love about this character is he's an interesting reversal when you compare him to the hero with Simon Pegg, because in the first two movies in that trilogy, Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, he's kind of the messy character, and Simon Pegg's like the one that has to straighten him out. But in this one, it's the complete other way around. And he's I also love that he's the muscle, but only when he drinks. I love that he could like take out multiple robots with just his bare hands, and it's so much fun to see him just go off like that. I think he at one point like wields 2 chairs at the same time to take out 2 different robots. It's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
underrated Edgar Wright movie, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. Nice. My number 2, got to go old school on this one. And some people might not say he's a sidekick, but I think when you finish the whole movie, he's definitely a sidekick. Mr. Slugsworth from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This guy goes out. He's like, all right, Mr. Wonka, I got you. I'm going to find out who all the fake people are, find out who are the bad interns here, and I'm gonna find them for you. And I'm like, that's pretty smart. Business-wise, you got to find out who's going to ruin the company. And I mean, it works pretty well. I mean, no one sees it coming until the end. And I think that's a good sidekick to have. Someone undercover, because you never know.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
There are a few spin-offs that I want more than a Slugworth stealing people's candy recipes and shit. Like a Slugworth heist movie would be fucking lit.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Dude, I'm sold. You
steal all this chocolate, and then they take it back to the hideout. Mr. Wonka's just waiting there.
Yep.
And they're like, what's going on here?
Let's pitch it to Roald Dahl.
Oh, man.
Did you know, so, tangent, you know Roald Dahl? You know how he was in, like, the military?
No.
I did not know that.
No. Yeah, he was in the military, and his job was to sleep with all the enemy's wives and, like, get their secrets and shit. That shit was mind-blowing. I found that out this week.
That's pretty inspiring.
The writer.
I would also watch that movie.
Oh, man. Like, that's crazy. That's like, so like Black Widow retires and then writes Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. James
That's
and the
awesome.
Giant Peach was actually inspired after Churchill's wife.
Oh.
Anyway, my number 2. We've been doing good, not having repeats here, and that's gonna continue. But we came pretty damn close, because my number 2 is Danny Butterman from Hot Fuzz, played by Nick Frost.
Hey.
Sidekick 2, another Simon Pegg character. Yeah, I knew I was gonna pick him in one of those 3 movies. He's my favorite comedy sidekick in like cinema. The closest that comes was probably I'm blanking on the name. The dude from Singing in the Rain, Cosmo. He's hilarious too.
Yeah.
So he almost made the list. But Danny's got a special place in my heart, and so I went with Hot Fuzz.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I love it. And and I love that he comes full circle with the Point Break shooting in the air. So good. My number 1 is an interesting parallel with the previous appearance of Alkwon on the Jared cast, because my number 1 movie teacher was Morpheus from The Matrix, and so my number 1 movie sidekick is of course Trinity from The Matrix. I mean, dodge this, bro. Like, she's great in every scene that she's in. She opens up the movie and she like establishes all these like really crazy things. Like, wait, what? Did she get hit by a car? And she like jumps like through the building, and she like has guns. And why is she telling herself to get up? And then like she's at every point of at so many different points in the movie, she pulls the rug out from under the audience's feet. And it's easy to take for granted because so many people in our generation have seen The Matrix over and over again over the years. But I just watching it the first time, like I remember thinking like, wow, this is crazy. And a lot of that's because of this character and their writing. And they actually like they have a lot of good sidekick moments with Neo as well. Literally bringing him back to life, like super Sleeping Beauty style. I like it. It's cool. And
I hope every time I come on here, you find a way to use the Matrix.
Now he has to.
Oh man. Okay, all right, we'll do it.
I'm just gonna think of what's something he could use the Matrix for. No, my number
Bold of
1.
you to assume we're letting you back.
Right.
Oh man.
My number one, and probably kind of same. I thought of this as soon as I like said Sidekick. It's got to be Hermione Granger from Harry Potter.
Hell yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know where those two boys would be at without Hermione. Like anytime they need something, at least a little bit studious, is like, well, we better go ask Hermione. She got the time spell.
Fucking nerd.
Right, fucking nerd. God damn, bro. No. When they need to go back in time, Hermione's the one who knows how to do it. When I mean, in the last movie, Ron's having a little temper tantrum and insecurity issues. She's there for the team. She stays with it. She always knows the spell. She always knows like anything. So I mean, she's like a walking textbook for them. And I mean, it works perfectly for the team dynamic. Hermione Granger, number one sidekick, probably all time in respective universe. But
ooh,
ooh.
No.
already hitting with the bold claim.
We haven't started the debate yet.
I know we haven't even started. I know. Let me hold that one. I'll write it down though.
For my number one, my favorite character arc in all of television happens to be a sidekick, and so I had to include him. I can't say too much about why I love it because I don't want zero spoilers. Because I know for a fact we'll be talking about it eventually, and that's Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad.
Ooh,
just a perfect sidekick character. So much development throughout the entire series, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
So I have to go my boy Jesse.
Hell yeah.
That's a good pick. That's a really good pick, actually.
Yeah.
Probably
some would say
Hermione.
the best sidekick.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine can dodge bullets, but we can. Mine swings off of helicopters and stuff.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Kind of falling into their one thing, just action. But like,
yeah, I mean,
mine kissed the Messiah back from the dead. Just saying.
Who hasn't?
What?
I mean, Hermione basically erases her parents' memory just to help out the team. I don't know if.
Mine's real good at cooking meth.
I guess you win. I don't know. Is that a win? Is that a plus? Did you just make yourself lose or win? I don't know.
That's gonna be the theme of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, that's